right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High's name. The world it be called God. All right, Yahweh. Means he to be, he exists. All right. Through the Son, Yahweh Shai. In the world it be called Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai means he is the deliverer. He's deliverer. He deliverer. Okay. The Ruach Kodash, which means the Holy Spirit. Okay. Double honors to the Apostle Elders Great Willstone. And salutes on you brothers out there preachers the word of sincerity and truth. And Yahweh Shai is the ancient Hebrew language. Okay. When Yahweh Shai was walking on the planet 2,000 years ago, he spoke ancient Hebrew. He didn't speak no Yiddish. Okay, well, what they deem now as Hebrew, ancient Hebrew. Okay, but I got this article here from Reuters. Okay, a little, I guess you should say, World War III update. It's entitled, Brazil allows 2 Iranian warships to dock in Rio despite U.S. pressure. Now you may be wondering, what does Brazil have to do with Iran? Well, BRICS, okay? BRICS is a conglomerate of countries that are working together and teaming up together, basically in the financial world, and they're backing their currency with gold. Okay. It's not longer fiat currency, because fiat currency means belief, and fiat currency is not backed by anything. So Brazil, the BRICS nations are Brazil, Russia, India. No, it's like Brazil, Russia, Iran, China, and South Africa. Okay? So they automatically got allies, allied ties with each other. But Brazil, they're not caring what the U.S. says, because who's guarding Brazil? Who's being a big brother to Brazil? Russia. Okay. Russia and China. See that? Let's see if I can get rid of this. Okay. Said Rio de Janeiro, 2 Iranian warships docked in Rio de Janeiro on Sunday after Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva's government granted permission despite pressure from the United States to bar them. See, nobody's scared of the United States no more, man. So how the scriptures say in Joel, let the weak say I'm strong. Okay. And Russia is guarding Brazil, man, and Iran. Okay. That's why these countries ain't taking United States, the U.S., serious now, man. They don't care, man. The Irish Macron. Now the U.S. might, go inside of Brazil and cause some ruckus, just because, Brazil defied them. But ultimately, Russia is going to be protecting them. And I'm sure Russia got, all kinds of operatives in Brazil as well. So, yeah, it's gonna be probably chaos down there soon. You know, chaos upon chaos in Brazil, because Brazil is going through it. You know, I think they got protesters and stuff going on down there as well. The Irish Macron and Irish Dina warships both arrived on Sunday morning, Rio's port authority said in a statement. Reuters earlier this month reported that Brazil has bowed to U.S. pressure and declines Iran's request for vessels to dock in Rio in late January, in a gesture from Lula as he flew to Washington to meet U.S. President Joe Biden. However, with Lula trips over, the ships have been allowed to dock. Vice Admiral Carlos Eduardo Horta Arantes, Deputy Chief of Brazil Naval Staff, gave his approval for ships to dock Rio between February 26th and March 4th, according to February 23rd notice in Official Gazette. The U.S. Embassy in Brasilia did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The Brazilian Navy authorized a foreign vessel to dock in Brazil, but only after authorization from the Foreign Ministry, which take into account in requesting embassy petition and logistics. All right. So you can see the alliance going on there, man. And a Cold War is about to happen, you know. It ain't going to be, you know, this country flying to this country and, you know, for example, Brazil flying to the U.S. to have meetings with the president of the United States. No, it's going to be a Cold War because Brazil is alliance with Russia and China, you know. So a big line is going to be marked in the sand, the team of allies over here and the team of allies over there. It ain't going to be no talking. It ain't going to be visiting, meetings, or nothing like that. And that's soon to come. So let me grab Ezekiel 38. I'm going to just start at the top. Ezekiel 38. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Gog and Magog is the land of Russia. Meshech and Tubal, land of Russia. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I'm against thee, O Gog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth in all thine army. Okay? And the Lord is putting the spirit back in the Russians to reclaim their old lands they had in the Soviet Union. Okay? And will bring thee forth in all thy army. That's why you got the war in Ukraine. You know, what happened in Crimea, I believe, in 2014. Horses or horsemen, all of them clothed all sorts of armor, even the great company bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Modern day sword is the gun. Okay? So Russia is getting back, getting ready for war. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. So it tells you the allies of Russia right there. Some of the allies of Russia. Gomer, which is Turkey, and all her bands. House of Togomar, Northern Quarters, and all his bands, many people with thee. Turkey's going to be aligned with Russia as well. China. Like I said before, the BRICS nations. Brazil's a part of that, that financial system with Russia and China. Okay? And Iran. So they're all allies with each other. Thus, they're gonna do a lot of business. They're gonna, allow the Navy to park their ships. You have secret means with each other, all of that. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, and thou and all thy company are assembled unto thee, and thou be a guard unto them. So that's the Lord prophesying that Russia is going to be a guard unto these nations, his allies. Place of confinement, guard. You're a rich celebrity or something. You hire bodyguards to protect you. Okay. So that's basically what Russia is. Is basically a bodyguard, protection, to his allies. Okay. And that's why Brazil and Iran are doing business with each other. That's why Brazil allowed these Iranian ships to dock at their ports. Okay. And they don't care what the U.S. says, because Russia is a guard unto them, So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.